I found huge footprints in our village. The giant left them, and I know where he is now. Mikey, you won't believe your eyes. I promise you that. Now look quickly towards the village.
What should I see? I don't understand anything. Why are you so excited? It can't be. A giant villager is sleeping in the village.
Huh? But the most unusual thing is that he lay down right at home and sleeps. I've never seen anything like this before.
A huge villager came to the village, lay down at home, and is sleeping now. No one will be able to wake him up because he is very large and thought that the houses he lay down on were very comfortable.
Oh, a meeting is about to take place in our village. Let's run faster. Let's find out from the most important what we should do with this villager.
Huh?
Urgent meeting of all! Come here! Mikey and JJ, the good thing is that we turned out to the village. I am now ready to give $1 million for you to remove this giant villager. I'm giving you time and hope he won't be here soon.
Oh!
We will get a reward for the giant villager. It's going to be very hard. The task is really not easy, but I'm sure we'll make it through. Mikey, now let's think about how we can wake him up. First, we need to climb higher on some roof.
You're right, because the villager is lying very high. Let's choose a house that we need to climb. I want to get closer to the villager as soon as possible, who has become a giant and lies right on the roof of our houses.
Then, let's not waste time now and get to work as soon as possible. The main villager really wants to take out this giant. I would definitely love to receive $1 million for this. I've chosen the right house. Now we need to make a table and climb the stairs.
I really like your plan. And now, with great diligence, I'm starting to make a new staircase and climb it very quickly. I've never encountered anything like this before, and the giant who came to our village is really the biggest.
The most important thing is that he is asleep, and it is better not to wake him up. Otherwise, he will get angry and destroy all the houses that we have built in our village. So now, let's decide which way is best to move. I think we need to choose a head now.
I want to find out what's inside the giant. Meanwhile, make the pillar higher and look at everything from above. And I'll get closer to my mouth and nose and find out what might be there. His nose is much bigger than me. It's just amazing. I'm starting to study the giant.
Oh, Mikey suggested that I would look at the giant villager from above, and indeed, this is a very good idea. So far, he's sleeping and not even waking up. I'm thinking of dropping the anvil and checking it out. I think he'll feel something heavy fall on his stomach.
He doesn't want to wake up? Look at how soundly he sleeps. You dropped a heavy iron anvil on him, and he didn't even open his eyes. We definitely won't be able to wake him up that way. We need to come up with another option. Come down to me and come to my head.
Okay, Mikey, just don't go anywhere. The most important thing for us right now is not to miss the opportunity to remove this giant villager. We need to be very careful. It all depends on how we proceed. Ho-ho!
Okay. So, dropping that super heavy anvil right on his giant belly didn't work at all. Not even a snore change. He just laid there like a giant squishy mountain. Maybe we need a totally different idea. Something way more clever. Tickling?
Tickling? Well, it's worth a shot. Come on, big guy, sneeze, laugh, snort, do something. He's just breathing like a giant, sleepy cow. How is this guy still asleep?
What do we even do now? I mean, we dropped metal on him, we're tickling his nose, and nothing is happening. Wait a sec. JJ, keep tickling. Look, his head, it's moving. He's starting to wiggle, just a little. He's turning his head left and right, like he's having a weird dream about cookies or something.
Uh-oh. Nope. That's our cue to get out of here. If he fully wakes up and sees us dancing on his face, he might think we're bugs or something and swat us like flies. Look, there's water down there in the farm. I'm gonna aim for the carrot patch and jump.
I am not staying up here alone with a wiggling giant who might roll over and turn me into a pancake. Okay, we're safe. Kinda? But seriously, JJ, how do we wake up a sleeping villager the size of a mountain without getting squashed?
All right, listen closely, because this is going to sound crazy, but it's the only chance we've got. If regular noise and tickles didn't work, maybe we need to wake up his senses. We're talking heat, Mikey. I've got a flint and steel. I'm gonna start warming up his back. You grab lava buckets and start placing them near his feet. If this doesn't work, then we're officially out of ideas.
All right, I'm placing the lava blocks all around his feet and legs now. One here, one there. This stuff is really hot. But that's the point, right? If we heat him up enough, maybe his brain will finally realize it's time to wake up.
Oh, good. Keep going, Mikey. While you do that, I'm gonna build something extra right against his back. Just a second. Okay, it's catching fast. Look at all that smoke rising. That giant's back must be heating up like a furnace right now. If this doesn't wake him up, I don't know what will.
This is going better than I expected, JJ. You build stuff, I bring the heat, and together we're like a professional giant waking team. I mean, look, his toes are twitching. His back is starting to steam. This is actually working, and we haven't even been squished yet. Woohoo!
He's probably seconds away from opening his eyes or rolling over or sneezing lava all over us. Who knows? Let's stay alert and back away a bit, just in case he decides to stretch or stand up suddenly. No more risky business.
But just as they stepped back, something unexpected happened. Giant drops of sweat began pouring from the villager's forehead and back like rain. The heat worked a little too well, and now his whole body was drenched in sweat, which started rolling down into the village below.
Oh no. Mikey, we messed up big time. All that heat worked a little too well. He's sweating like a waterfall, and now the whole village is starting to flood. We've got to shut this down right now. No more fire, no more lava. Let's remove everything before the entire place turns into an underwater city. Uh-oh.
I'm on it. But we need to hurry, JJ. The water's rising super fast, and if we don't act quick, we're gonna be swimming with the pigs and chickens.
I'm breaking all the wooden planks now. These flames are spreading faster than I thought. Gotta destroy the whole structure before it turns into a bonfire. Come on. Break. I really hope this stops the sweating before the town becomes a swamp.
Okay, I got rid of all the lava blocks. JJ, let me give you a lot of empty buckets now, and you try to remove all the water that is only here. I think you will be able to do it, because the work is not difficult. I would say very simple. The main thing is that you have enough of these buckets that I gave you.
Okay, Mikey, I'm gonna try to collect all the water that's spilled here. I think these buckets that you gave me are enough for all this, and I can clean up all the water. If I don't have enough buckets, then Mikey, give me a few more. I think you have enough because you also want to clean up this water that's here. So now, we need to clean up this water as soon as possible, otherwise it may grow even bigger, and then I definitely won't have enough of these buckets that Mikey gave me, and then everything here will be in this water, and I don't need it, so I need to remove all this water as soon as possible. It bothers me very much.
JJ, come with me quickly. Let's go upstairs, and maybe there will be a place where the water comes from if it needs to be removed there as soon as possible. Otherwise, we will not be able to remove this water as it will flow from above, and we do not need it. Come on, remove all this water. JJ, I have a plan. Come on as soon as possible. Rather, let's wake up this sleeping resident, so I don't know how to wake him up. We need to come up with something. Maybe you have some kind of plan how to wake him up, JJ.
Yes, Mikey, I have a small plan. Let's shoot straight into the eyes of this resident with an arrow. I think this way we can somehow wake up this huge resident, because I think it will be unpleasant for him when something interferes with his sleep, and he will definitely wake up. Of course we will hope for it with you, Mikey, but I think this is a pretty good idea. Otherwise, I no longer have a plan to wake up this big resident.
JJ, you're still trying to wake up this sleeping resident with arrows from a bow, and I want to build a small platform out of wood so that I can put some different speakers on it and then turn them on. I think with them, I can wake up this sleeping resident because he obviously won't like that loud music will be playing on his mind.
So we threw some wood at me so that I could build the same platform, only on the other side. I think Mikey came up with a pretty good plan because if it works, we can wake up these sleeping residents. I think it's really a good plan because anyone doesn't like it when they have pretty loud music playing on their mind, and they will definitely wake up. So I think this plan will be working, and we will be able to wake up this sleeping resident. The main thing is to put on as loud music as possible so that you can definitely wake up this sleeping resident. This is how I almost did it. This small wooden platform. Now I just need to place many different speakers and amplifiers for music on this wooden platform so that I can turn on very loud music on them later. And with their help, I think I can wake up this sleeping resident. I hope I can do it. And he will really wake up because this is the only way. Unfortunately, I have not come up with any ways to wake up this sleeping resident. Come on, wake up already, sleeping resident. I already don't know how to wake you up. I turned on some pretty loud music, so what should I do? You're still sleeping. We urgently need to figure out another way to wake you up. You're sleeping pretty soundly.
Oops. JJ, I do not know how to wake up this sleeping resident, I was thinking, but the plan will work because I have thought it out well, and this big resident is sleeping pretty soundly. I do not even know how you and I can wake him up. Maybe you have some kind of plan.
Look, Mikey, it seems that you and I got right into the head of this big resident. Look what a huge brain he still has. I wonder if he's smart or not. Let's try to go upstairs and see what's in his brain. But how do we get there? Maybe you have something with which we can climb.
Yes, JJ, I have a tool. There were only 2 of them. Now you and I need to get into the brain of this big sleeping resident as soon as possible and see what's inside his brain, what he's thinking right now. I'm even interested in that.
Look, Mikey, I think we should get inside this brain and find out what's inside. I want to find out, but how do I get there? Maybe you have a plan.
I don't know JJ yet how we can get inside, but I have a laptop. Of course I don't know what we need it for, but maybe we can figure something out with it.
It's bad, of course, Mikey, that you don't know how to get inside, but it's also scary. I think we're going to get there for sure, but I don't even know what to do with that laptop you took out.
I'll try to do something, JJ. Maybe I can do something.
Look, Mikey, it seems that this laptop that took it out just exploded, and now it's made a small hole in the brain of this big sleeping resident. But there's nothing inside, although I thought there would be something interesting there. But it's okay, we haven't lost anything. I think we need to move on and examine what's inside this big sleeping. The resident wonders if all his organs are as big or not.
Look, JJ, it looks like his heart is located here. It seems to me that it's all in a spider's web. I think because of this, he can't wake up. I urgently need to remove all the cobwebs that have covered his whole heart. If we don't remove this spider's web, then I think this big inhabitant will never wake up in his life. So we need to remove it faster, as let's just remove all the cobwebs from his heart. I think, JJ, we need to go further down and check all his organs because maybe they are also all in the web and prevent this big resident from waking up. So we have to help him because you and I want this resident. I finally woke up from my eternal sleep.
Everything seems to be fine here, Mikey. I think we should check the other leg of this big resident. Maybe we'll find something suspicious there.
Look, JJ, there seems to be something wrong here. Why are the blood vessels purple when they should be red? We need to get it out as soon as possible. I think that's why he may still not wake up.
Yes, let's do it soon, Mikey, because I want to see how finally this big sleeping inhabitant will wake up because of his eternal sleep. I hope we have enough of these red blood vessels that you gave me, because if not, it will be very disappointing. We need to remove all these purple blood vessels as soon as possible, because it is because of them. Maybe this big resident doesn't wake up, but if you and me, Mikey, can remove all these purple unnecessary blood vessels, then I think this sleeping resident won't be able to wake up, and then I'll be very glad that we were able to help him. Let's do it faster. Mikey, I have very little left, and I will completely remove all these purple vessels. Woohoo! We did it, Mikey, and now I think this huge resident will definitely wake up because we helped him.
Wait, JJ, just let's make sure we did everything right first. And I think we should see if his heart is working, or rather, if it's beating correctly. If so, we did everything right, and soon this sleeping big resident should wake up. Of course, I will hope for it very much.
Look, it looks like Mikey's heart is working fine, and we did our job right. Now this big resident should write, "I'm awake, of course I'll hope for it." And now let's get out as soon as possible. I'm already tired of running through all these organs. I want to see the street as soon as we get out of here. Maybe you have something for this.
Yes, JJ, I have something with which we can get out of the top. Let me give you just this item with which we can teleport up. The main thing is not to miss. Otherwise, you will not be able to get out of here because you only have one chance to use this teleporter correctly.
Hello, King. You're back. I'm so glad to see you. Look, we're alive and well. We were able to wake up this big sleeping resident. I'm so glad we did it.
Yes, JJ, you and I are great fellows.
That's how our incredible adventures with Mikey ended.